It's the National Football League presented by... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Well, that's brought in by Knight. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Warren to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Warren going to pass it. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Warren. Out left, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Achane on the option. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. You look at the defense for these Texans. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Warren. Throw right side complete to Dotson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Warren. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun, Warren. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Warren throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Warren able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Warren. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jahan Dotson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Warren. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll look to throw now on first down, and that's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Warren. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
So here are the Texans to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warren. It's Myers again with another catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. They'll run with Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Warren. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Warren. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punching the end zone without turning it over.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Stroud sets up the play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Stroud will look to throw once more. That one complete to McConkey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. Open man right side. That's McConkey. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Stroud. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And Stroud now to throw. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's to the pylon and incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Stroud. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ball again on second down.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage?
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard
The tight end in motion right.
Here's Warren to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warren.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
10 more yards. Complete to number 18.
Warren going to pass it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Texans.
Now Warren. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Wilkins. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Hall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Ball again. And they'll run again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go for it. It's Hall. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Stroud from his own end zone. Over the middle, complete. That's Knight. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action. Stroud now. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Option handoff now to Achane. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Stroud to throw it.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Option right. Here's Stroud. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Texans send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And that's brought in by Knight. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Achane gets it from the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's back now in Houston. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Dancing to his left. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Straight ahead is Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. A handoff for Hall. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw here on first down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Warren. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Knight. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Stroud.
That's complete. Bernard. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's got this all.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Stroud sets up the play action.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Stroud looking to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Ravens.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throw caught by Achane.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bates.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run with Hall. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in.